Itabidi nachachisha nikasheshe. Punguza kasheshe. What? We, ongea vizuri bwana. And it's a TBT, it's a throwback Thursday right here on Farmers Media. This is the Farm Drive Show with me, Conrad Kibe, where it's a home whereby we tell the story of an African farmer. And it's a chilly day right here in Kitengela. I hope you're having a very, very good afternoon on this 22nd day of April 2021. But today, we are going to be discussing about one agricultural sector with a lot of high profitable sub-sectors and an abundant market for the products both locally here in Kenya and definitely for export across the world. And before that, make sure you also be tuning in for the pan of the day ambayo itakuwa inakuja katika kipindi cha Lala Salama, and definitely toward the tail end of this show we are going to be giving you the traffic updates kwa wale ambao wako katika harakati za kwenda nyumbani, and those on the roads, definitely make sure you tune in for that. And also for those farmers, remember we are having the long rains are here with us, so we'll be giving you the weather updates so that ujipange accordingly. And definitely, as always, our message is one: we need to contain this virus in the country, and so the positive rate not really looking so good, but we have an obligation to do as Kenyans and also as a human being. Make sure you wear your mask properly and sanitize when necessary. Definitely, last but not least, make sure you have kept your social distance as well as you can. And so today, as we said, we are getting deep into fruit and vegetable farming, and this is a lucrative business for those who have decided to do this. And if you have experience in it, I know you can agree with me that fruit and vegetable farming is one of that business that is driving, especially during this time of COVID, where we need to eat very healthy, kupunguza mambo ya COVID-19 and this virus. And so this is an actual agribusiness that is driving during these times of COVID-19. And in the light of the economic output, agriculture contributions or contributes, because we say that agriculture is actually the driver of the economy. We talked about that on Monday. And so with what the output that agriculture brings into the economy of various nations, including Kenya, the widespread demand and consumption of fruits and vegetables in urban centers, rural centers, doesn't matter, where fruits and vegetables are available, has become a very, very lucrative business that people are venturing into. And this opportunity is driving knowledgeable farmers living in Kenya to take advantage of the fast growing market by either expanding for those into the business and into the business of fruits and vegetables, or those who are willing to set up this kind of business. So therefore too, wale ambao walikuwa into the business now during this time of COVID, they have expanded this business. And for those willing to set up, this is for you. We are doing this for you. So if you're out there seated, maybe perhaps at home, uko pale kazini, you think now you can get into agribusiness, ulikuwa unapiga research yako, you don't know what to do, right now you can think of fruits and vegetables, very very lucrative, either local market, or you can decide to actually export your fruits and vegetables. And so, simple, fruits and vegetables, what is it all about? And this is a cultivation of fruits and vegetables, as the heading says, for human consumption, definitely. And they can be grown by planting them, hanging in the baskets or walls, window boxes, or sown into the dry or moist ground. Hiyo ni kuweka pale kwa shamba, and widely consumed around the world. Everywhere you go in this world, people consume fruits and vegetables. That one, without a doubt, that one has to happen. And so, before we get deep into fruits and vegetables, I have some few fun facts about fruits and vegetables that I would like you to understand ama kuweza kupata. And one of them is, did you know that China is the world's largest producer of vegetable crops? If you didn't know, now you know. Second one, I have several of them. The second one is that apples, peaches, raspberries are members of the rose family. You know, wanaimbanga roses are what wa reggae. You know that song? I think it's roses are red and life is real or something like that. So apples, peaches, and raspberries are part of that. The rose family, the rose flowers, and all. It's a big family. So apples, the roses themselves, the flowers, peaches, and raspberries are one family. Yes, if you didn't know, now you know. Pumpkins and avocados, that is malenge na avocado, are not fruits, they are vegetables. So ukienda mahali umeitisha pudding alafu uwekewe avocados na malenge, we jua unakula fruits and vegetables. It's actually kind of a balance, lakini itakuwa very odd. So when you have in your fruits or pudding or fruits in a bowl, make sure haujaitisha avocados. Ukiitisha avocado manze, you're taking vegetables and fruits at the same time or in the same bowl. And the fourth one, I didn't know, I knew today, that apples float in water because they are 25% air. They contain 25% of air. So you can try that ukiwa pale nyumbani. Jaribu kuweka apple kwa maji, inafaa kufloat. Kama ija float, that one is a fake apple, because a real apple is supposed to float in water because it's 25% air. So if you didn't know like me, now you know that apples float in water because they contain 25% of air. And the other one is green fruits helps make your bones and teeth strong. So if you have any green fruits or you consume any green fruits, that one without a doubt you'll have strong bones and teeth. Right? The seventh one, or the other did you know factor we have, is that not all oranges are in fact oranges. Not every orange that you consume is an orange. Yeah, that one is a bit confusing, but you understand now. So before you ask or inquire for probably consumption or planting, you need to know what kind of an orange it is. Maybe probably is this orange and you see orange as a fruit. I don't know if it's not an orange. I don't know which family it is in. The eighth one, kama wewe ni wa mtu wa two for the road, kama wewe ni mtu wa sherehe, this one is for you. And apples give you more energy than coffee. So if you people who wake up with a hangover or you just want energy for the day, you don't need to have coffee. You can have apples na siku utakuwa umeipata energy, or you just have energy for the day. So it's a substitute for coffee. So kama una pesa ya coffee, then you can have an apple and you'll have energy. So now if you didn't know, now you know. Kama unakuanga you've been addicted to coffee, try apples and you'll get the same energy that coffee gives you, or even perhaps more energy. And the other one is, each pineapple plant only produces one pineapple per year. That makes sense why people are not venturing into pineapple farming. It really makes a lot of sense. So each pineapple plant only produces one pineapple per year. So now imagine how many plants you need to actually go for to get your profits or thrive into pineapple farming. Yep. The other, did you know, is bananas have a natural anti-acid effect in your body. So if you suffer from heartburn, try eating a banana for soothing relief. Yeah, if you uko na mashida ya heartburn, effects in the mambo ya anti-acid. And like my director, I think akona ulcers, so ndamletea mandizi kesho kama akona shida ya heartburn, ulcers, all that. If you having anti-acid effects or issues, you actually just try a banana and you will be having a soothing relief, ama utakuwa unasikia sawa. And the last one actually is, did you know a strawberry isn't an actual berry but a banana is? Now you know that a strawberry is not a berry but a banana is a berry. That one is just a did you know factor that I didn't know, but now I know that. Hiyo unaweza enda flex now, flex outside, flex to your friends, flex to your crush, or flex to people that wanaonanga kama ujuangi kitu. Waambie, did you know a strawberry isn't a berry but a banana is? Yeah, those are some of the few did you knows that we could learn today. All of them, they are around 10 or 11. You can go flex to the people wale unataka kuonesha you are a bit more knowledgeable, but also at the same time can help you when you want to venture into any fruits in terms of fruits and vegetable farming. Inaweza kusaidia, but at the same time just flex nayo huko mtaani, uoneshe watu at least unajua kitu kuhusu farming, courtesy of Farmers Media right here on the Farm Drive. And now we get into setting up your fruits and vegetable farming businesses. Now, if you want to get here, remember, I'll always insist on two values. That is patience and intentionality. When you have that, we say that is a constant. It's like a see in what? Yeah, it's just constant. Hiyo lazima ukuwe nayo. The two values, that is one, intentionality, two, patience. Anytime you're getting into farming or agribusiness, hizo mbili lazima ukuwe nazo. The third one now we'll get into it is research. You have to do your research, ask around, ask the experts before you get into any form of agribusiness. And the first one, after you have done the three, these ones are constant. Select the fruits or vegetables crop you intend to cultivate. So this comes in when you're doing your research. Ushapiga research yako, umejua one or two, three things from an expert, from your friends or wherever, or the internet, because right now many people are actually connected to the internet, so you can do your research online, ask the experts, and now you've already done that. Now you select the fruits or vegetables that you want to get into farming or cultivating. And so that's the first step that you make, and you'll have to ask yourself very, very crucial questions, like how resistant is it to how resistant is this crop to pests and diseases. Those are some of the questions you'll ask yourselves. How resistant is it to pests and diseases? Hii ikipigwa hivi na pest kidogo, it's done. What kind of diseases do they suffer from, and all that. The second question you're supposed to ask yourself is there a large demand for this fruit or vegetable? Iko ama unatengeneza ni wewe utakuwa unaikula tu nyumbani, for those who want to actually get into agribusiness, not for those for home consumption, because kama ni home consumption, you are the demand, familia yako ndio demand. But if you want to get into agribusiness, unataka kuipeleka pale sokoni, ask, do your research, get to know, does it have a large demand? Iko na demand huko nje ama nitapiga alafu nitakuwa najiongelesha? You understand? So the third question you have to ask yourself, what are the risks of growing these fruits and vegetables? Niko na risk gani? Ni kama mtoto mchanga, lazima ukue hapo all the time. Ukiwacha siku moja, it's done. What are the risks of getting actually into these businesses or this kind of agribusiness? So unaona hii yote bado iko kwa research. You have done your research. Probably you have asked your agronomist, you have asked the experts around, you've asked people who have been into this business from experience. Wanakwambia hii, if you start this kind of business, these are the risks, this is what you're going to go through, and by the time you get into that business, mwanzo utakuwa usha gain experience kidogo as you actually get into this kind of fruits and vegetable farming. The other question you need to ask yourself is, where and how will the fruits and vegetables be sold? The market. You know, the first one tumeongelea ni demand. Kama wasi wanaitisha sana, wanataka, especially saa hii Fruits, everyone wants to actually consume fruits, because you have talked about the COVID-19 and the health issues. People want to eat actually balanced diets, lazima ikuwe na vitamins, proteins na hizo the fruits and vegetables kiasi, halafu maji. Watu wanakula vizuri siku hizi because of covid, because just needs to be healthy, isikupate na kaugonjwa kidogo. And so people are actually, that is for the demand, people are asking for these fruits. And now sasa ni soko, do I have a market, ama utapata umeingia into this business and hakuna market hapo hivyo. Apple zako unauza 30 bob, hakuna mtu anataka kununua apple 30 bob. They only want pineapples za 20 bob, wanataka melon tu ya 10 bob. Ukipitisha 30 na ni kitu moja, wataki hiyo maneno. Hata ili wakule pieces tatu za melon za 30 bob, za 10 each, kuliko wanunue apple moja 30 bob. So just get to know where and how am I going to sell them. Do I need a middleman? Do I need a broker ili nipate kufikia market kubwa? Or do I need kuanzisha tu na gari yako hapo hivyo, kama uko Kiambu Road unafungua tu boot alafu unauza fruit zako? How are you going to do this? Who are you targeting? That is very important, to know the market that you're actually targeting and all that. So the other question you need to ask yourself is, what volume of this crop should I first produce? What volume of these fruits and vegetables do I need to produce? Do I need to go fast, hii lazima ufanye large scale, ama unaanza small, ni locality tu pale unauzia wasi wako? Or you need to go big? You need to ask yourself all those questions before you actually pick any fruit or vegetable that you want to actually get into. And so when ukishajibu hizo maswali zote, you've answered all the questions, you are now knowledgeable, you're good to go, you're good to be called a fruits and vegetable farmer. Ushachagua, you set, unajita mimi ni melon farmer, you are a melon farmer, passion farmer, whatever fruit, ama umejitambua na kuweka kunde, all the vegetables that you've decided kuweka, kama ni managu yenye umechagua, now you are good. Sasa uko sawa. And so ushachagua the fruit. All that you can do when you're doing your research, si lazima uko umeenda kwa shamba, unaweza fanyia kwa nyumba. You can actually just go around asking your friends, do you think hapa watu wanaweza nunua apples? Ama hapa watu ni mahasla, hawataki kununua apples moja moja, hii haitaenda sana, watu heri. Ama hapa watu wanapenda melon. You can do your research na kuzunguka, ask people around, it's just casual talk, just talk to people and get now you'll get your answers from the casual talk that you'll be having. And so when you're satisfied with your answers, you're good to go. Now you can go to the second step, where it's choosing a suitable farmland. Ushajua, I want to actually cultivate melons, passion fruits, or any other kind of vegetable that you think you can access to, or you think iko na demand kubwa. From there now, you choose the suitable farmland, or the suitable farm that is actually okay for you. And so this actually, depending on the type of fruits or vegetable crop you've decided to plant, you should choose farm that works perfectly for it. It's not about you, it's about the plant, it's about the crop, it's about the fruits and vegetables that you have decided to actually plant. And so these are some of the factors that you need to consider now. Hapa tukumbuka tuko kwa choosing of the farmland. These are some of the factors that you need to consider before, or this will drive you to choosing the places, or how the suitable farmland for the crops. And one, access to sunlight. The farm that you have, is it accessible to sunlight, whether ni try kuziweka kwa greenhouse, ama in the open field, ama ni hanging umeziweka kwa fence. Whatever you've decided, make sure they have access to sunlight, the topography is okay, the demographic placement of that area, you've understood this crop does well in such a demographic region, right? And also availability of water, very key, and the soil type. Remember, hapa kwa soil type goes back to the agronomist. Definitely as well, you can contact us at A Farmers. I know the number is running there on the screen. If you want to get to understand what type of soil you have at your farm, in your farm right now, you can just call that number. We'll be able, or will be gladly be of assist or of help to you as a farmer who wants to start probably this farm that you have is uncultivated, haijawahi wekwa any plants. It's very new, very fresh. And so if you want to know the soil type of the soil that you have, or probably you've never tested your soil, unapiganga trisex alafu kitu by it's a miracle zinamea tu, hujaipata tashwishi yote na ambacho unaweka kwa shamba lako. So if you want to know your soil type, just contact us. We'll be of great help and assist as you get to know your soil type, because it's very important as you choose your farmland for the fruit that you have or the vegetables that you are about to plant in your farm. And so every fruit or vegetable has the best type of soil or condition in which it can grow. Kila fruit or vegetable iko na the best soil and conditions zenye zinaweza grow. So there still, just ask your agronomist or the experts or people who are experienced or the people around you who have done the same or who have ventured into the same fruits and vegetables that you want actually to venture into. And your job as a farmer is to choose the best farmland or farm for that is suitable for your fruits and vegetables that you've decided to grow. That's your job. Because now remember, if it's your first time or you're doing this as a side hustle, probably you're a doctor, you're into other professional careers, and you've decided to get into farming. As long as umeshaweka your mind into it, just know you're a farmer now. And that's your work. You're the one to call the shots after you've done your research. Research is just people will give you advice on how to do it, but the ball lands on you. You're the last person to call the shots. We as a farmers can tell you this is the best soil, this is your types, this is the type of your soil, this vegetable will grow well here, these fruits will grow well here, and we give you all the necessary information that is required for whatever you have chosen. But you're the last person to call the shots. You're the last person to decide on what you will do with that information. So definitely the ball lands on you. After now you've known the fruits or vegetables that you want to grow, you've chosen the land, you are the last person to call the shots, because we'll tell you everything, then sisi tunaenda zetu, but we'll keep on communicating. But if we call and we communicate and you say, me, I gave up, I just decided I don't have that kind of money, nini, it lands on you. It lands on you. So that, remember, so that ukianza kufanya hizi vitu zote, you're asking for research and everything, just remember you are also part you're also a farmer. So farmers wakiambiwa mkienda mkutano mahali mwambie kama wewe ni farmer, simama, you're part of it. Hata utasimama na wao, because your first job is probably your professional career that you are into, but your second job, you are a farmer. All right. And so apart from now, you've already selected, there's nothing now you've done. Remember, sahi hata tujiingia kwa shamba, apart from soil testing and all this, tushafanya vitu zote ni theoretical. All right. Now we get into the farm. Hizi vitu zote tunaweza kuja hapa kwa ofisi, we talk about it, even selecting the fruits. Now we get into the farm. Now we do the physical work. And the first thing that you need to do when you get into the field, it's apply manure and start planting. That's the first thing you do when you get into the field. You have the information, you're knowledgeable, you have everything, you know this, the fruit or vegetable that you want to plant, or you've decided to grow. And now the first step is to apply the manure and start planting immediately. And mix a soilless mix and balanced manure that contains equal percentage of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium with the soil. Remember yesterday when you're talking about organic, for those who want to venture or who want to actually do fruits and vegetable farming in an organic farm system, remember you need to actually have a balanced manure. Iko na nitrogen, iko na phosphorus, iko na potassium ndani ya with the soil. Make sure it's a balanced manure, it's a balanced compost that will actually help the fruits and vegetables that you are growing. And Now the next step that you need to do is separate each vegetable per container and plant the seeds at the correct depth. You have already mixed. Sasa ni kuseparate. Sasa unachukua unaweka. If it's a farm, do the same. You just make sure the the compost that you have is balanced. You have already made sure iko na hizi vitu zote, and so the soilless mix that you have, that compost or that manure, whether it's from the animal waste, kitchen waste, or plant waste, will help get rid of the soil, or will help get rid of the soil of the soil that has weeds and diseases. When you have this soilless manure, inakuja pale inatoa hizo weeds and the diseases and provide great drainage for the vegetables. That's why you need to separate the soil and the manure first. So ili kutoa hizi weeds and diseases, make sure you have that soilless yenye ina soil, that compost, the manure first, that is balanced with potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus and all this. Make sure iko nayo. Hiyo ikiwa peke yake without the soil will make sure that umeweza get rid of the weeds and the diseases in the soil. Ukishaweka sasa kwa ile mchanga, right? So from there now you separate each vegetable. Kama ulikuwa umechagua managu umeweka na sukuma, sasa unazipanga differently or separately. Managu unaziweka side moja, and then you take your skumas another side, or the melons that you have decided another. Don't plant them at the same, or just make sure has enough spaces. All right, as you plant them, whether you're doing them on a basket or it's whatever place that you've decided, a tire mali popote umeamua kuziweka, whether it's the organic garden that you have at home, the kitchen garden that you have at home, kama hapo ndio umeamua kuziweka, ama umeamua it's an open field place umeamua kuziweka kwa shamba, ni sawa, no problem. So you need to actually separate them. Kama ni veggies umeziweka line moja, right? Kama tu hapo unaweka line moja hapo, unaamua ni unaamua ni managu hapa, then watermelons here, then the other vegetables that you've chosen, any other fruits that you've chosen, just make sure you have separated them. Tusha plant sasa, tushaweka, we have applied the fertilizers, we have applied the manure and everything that is necessary or required during planting. We have applied the manure and now we have to plant. The third thing that you need to do after applying manure and planting, simple, irrigate. Maji ni lazima. Maji ni uhai, na si uhai tu kwa binadamu, ni uhai pia kwa plants. And so water the plants carefully at least once a day to keep the soil moist. It's very, very important for the soil to be moist. And refertilize the soil when plants begin to grow. Ukishaanza kuona zimechipuka, to kuchipuka, zianza kugrow, refertilize the soil. It's very important, but you can actually just water at least once a day. Either morning is the best time, hapo karibu 7-8 best time, ama jioni saa zile jua imeanza kuenda chini kiasi. Those are the best times that are very, very good, the best times to actually irrigate your soil. Just make sure that your soil is never dry, it's always moist, iko na maji kidogo. And so when ukishaona mimea yako imeanza kuchipuka, imeanza kugrow, it's good to actually re-fertilize. That is in the irrigation step. Remember, you have applied your manure, usha plant, usha irrigate. Tuko sawa? So this between this step of irrigation and the next step, hapo sasa unacheza kama wewe, unaichunga kama mtoto. Remember, now you are watering once a day or twice a day, depends with how the place that you are. Probably kuna kuanga na jua mingi mali umeka your fruits or vegetables. So if it's necessary to do it twice a day, kama when we go to the dry season, right now in the wet season, so it might be moist the whole day, or the soil might be moist for the better part of the day, so you can probably do it once. But if it's the dry season na kwenye kuna kwanga kumekauka sana, you can at least do it twice a day. Depends with where you come from or where you've decided to actually plant the fruits and vegetables. And so after you've irrigated, you've done everything that is necessary, umezichunga, you've fertilized, umeweka manure, all these things, you are ready for the next step. So the next step, we shall be discussing about the next step and the benefits of fruits and vegetables, especially during this time of COVID, and why it's giving other agribusinesses a run for their money. All that after this short break. Welcome back to A Farmers Media. This is the Farm Drive Show with me, Conrad Kibe, and definitely this is where we give you or we tell the story of an African farmer, and you are part of that conversation because I believe you are an African farmer. And if this is your first time to actually watch this show or just join in on our Facebook page, that is A Farmers Media, because we're streaming live on our Facebook page, please make sure before you leave or before you log out, make sure to follow us, comment, and like these videos and other videos that we've been doing in the past, or other shows we've been doing. We have a lot of content on this page, so make sure that our target tomorrow is by the time we are getting on Monday to Monday, we'll actually have 117,600 subscribers. So make sure you're part of it. And if you're joining us from YouTube, you're streaming from YouTube, that is A Farmers Media, make sure to comment, subscribe and cheza na hii button ya red hapo. Usitoke hapo kama haiko haija fade color. Make sure ime fade yote imeisha, and by that you'll have subscribed to our channel. We want to target 100 by the end of this week, probably by Sunday. Tuko tumefika, so tafadhali tunaomba. Right? And so today we are having an amazing conversation that is actually this type of agribusiness is giving other people who have ventured into other types of agribusiness a run for their money, because we are in a pandemic, we are having COVID-19 around, and so just eating healthy is very very important. And the only way you can eat healthy is have your vitamins, your proteins, kidogo kidogo, fresh fruits and vegetables na maji pale. And so fresh fruits and vegetables is what almost every farmer is going to. But you need to be very cautious. We have given before we went on a break, we talked about what you need to consider before you actually choose the fruits. Remember, we have so many fruits that you can get into or start either selling or for home consumption. But you need to do your research well. There are factors that you need to consider, and we talked about all that. And also we talked about how to set up. The first thing we said is select the fruits or vegetables that you need to get into or start actually cultivating or planting or growing. From there, we talked about applying manure and start planting. It's applying manure and planting. That's the second step. And after that, we talked about irrigating. Make sure you irrigate, and when kishachipuka or you see some growth in your plants, you can refertilize the soil. It's very very helpful, and very it's actually advised to you advised to refertilize the soil. You can get that advice from the agronomist, and we have agronomists right here in A Farmer, so you can contact us. Our number is right hapa tu kwa screen, it's running there. So if you have any questions, you want us to come visit your farm, get to know your soil, we help you get to know your soil type, any seedling that you want. Probably you want to get into melon farming, strawberry farming, we have all those seedlings. We can help you attain that knowledge, and as always, grow your profits. So if you have any questions on what seedlings to get, you don't know your soil type, probably you've been planting without knowing your soil type, you want to actually get into farming as a second side hustle, you are into any other professional career, you want now to get into agribusiness, and you've decided to settle for fresh fruits and vegetables, we are here to help you, whether it's seedlings, to get that knowledge on how to do these things. We are here for you. Call that number, or just slide on our DMs on our Facebook page. That is our farmers with a Z at the end. We shall gladly help you to attain that knowledge, and at the end, you'll grow your profits. And so, after you've irrigated, now you know you have to go to the last step, and this definitely is harvest and market. This is a very very key step when it comes to growing your profits. Remember, now you have your knowledge, courtesy of A Farmers. Now harvesting and markets, it's it's up to you. It's never the same. It's how you harvest and how you get your delivery or your product to the market, and after that, that's when now it will enable you to get your profits. Probably when harvesting na hukuifanya vizuri, or the people that you harvested with are not good people, walikuibia kidogo, or you are not present during the harvesting and you are not there during the market, ama uligongwa katika pale ukipeleka kwa market, you used so many brokers hadi ukarealize there are no profits that you've gotten from the produce is there, it's sold, hakuna kitu umebakisha, but you don't have the profits. So here you need to have that patience to get to actually the harvest time. You need the patience. Remember, when you started now, the first thing you needed is to be intentional. To be intentional, hiyo ni lazima. Without a doubt, you have to be very intentional. The second thing now, when getting to harvesting, you need patience. It may take months. For example, now you've decided to do pineapples. You see, now one plant is giving you one pineapple per year. You need that patience for 12 months, all right, to get another pineapple from that plant. And so here you need to exercise a lot of patience, a lot of grace, and just being there, being intentional, being there. Ni kama tulisema tu, ni kama mtoto, lazima umle ukiwa hapo. You need to observe all these things, the pests and diseases. You need to be always there for you to get to the harvest. And so you are there at the harvest, and depending on which fruit or vegetables that you have actually ventured into, the next step we're talking about harvesting your crop. Keep them in optimum storage locations where you store your products. It's very, very key. And sell them through your supply chain network. Ile uko nao, kama ni brokers umeamua wao ndio utatumia kuuza your products, well and good. If it helps you, it floats your boat, just do it. And so, but before you get to that market, you need actually to store them in a very, very good place. If you don't store them in the right place, remember, the customers won't go for something that is not fresh, especially for fruits and vegetables. Lazima zikwe fresh. They attract people from kwa umbali. People want things that are fresh for fruits and vegetables. So that's very, very key. We're talking about if you've targeted the outside market, you're exporting, za lazima venye umezi store lazima zikuwe very fresh, at least hadi zifike kule zinapelekwa. So storage, when it comes to harvesting and marketing, storage is very key. When it comes to marketing, you just taking your produce to the market, just need to understand your supply chain methods or network that you have. Kama unatumia brokers, kama umeamua uko na gari kubwa, uko na pickup, enda pale Kiambu Road, anza kuzia vitu zako hapo. Kama ni kuzungusha town, your supply chain network is very key when it comes to market and harvest. So that's the last step. Remember, it depends with the fruits or the vegetables that you actually decided to venture into. And so patience and intentionality is very key for you to get to the last step of market. Depending on your target audience, depending on the people you remember, you did your research, you knew this is a market that nitakuwa nayo, au ndio nitatarget. Kama ni your friends when umechagua uko nyumbani uko nao, depends with the market that you've decided to choose. And that one, you know, from the first step, ushafanya research yako, ushaongea na watu mtaani, decided probably me hata sitauza, I'll do it for home consumption. It's up to you. Always, whatever floats your boat, just do it. And so to the benefits of fruits and vegetables, or why we actually need fruits and vegetables. One, fruits and vegetable farming is great source of employment. We're talking about employment. Remember, COVID-19 hit. It's been 1 year plus since it hit this country, especially Africa, the African region, and just narrow it down to Kenya. It's 1 year plus, 1 year and probably 1 month. And so many people are retrenched, lost their jobs, so many things. So this is one channel of self-employment. If you're somewhere, you're being employed, lost your job, this is a great source of employment, especially you're talking right now, and it's very lucrative for all those people venturing or who want to start this kind of agribusiness. It's a source of employment for you. The other one is some fruits like tomatoes. Yeah, tomato is a fruit, are very high in carot. Yeah, it's carotenoid, uh, lycopene. It's carotenoid lycopene. This means that eating them or can actually it's a low risk to cancer. So that carotenoid lycopene has it's actually helps in lowering your risk of getting cancer. So if you didn't know, those are two things at the same time. If you didn't know, it's a fun fact that tomato is a fruit, for those who didn't know, and it contains carotenoid lycopene, which lowers your risk of getting cancer. So that's another benefit of a tomato by itself. So many fruits have their benefits, but right now we have narrowed it down to tomato being having a high being high in carotenoid lycopene, which actually reduces your risks of getting cancer. And also the third benefit is a large amount of nutrients in potatoes are just below the skin layer. Yeah, so for Warogoro and the rest who love Warus, a large amount of the nutrients that are in Warus are just below the skin layer. So ziko tu sawa. Just ukipeel your potatoes hapo tu juu. So that actually means when you're peeling your potatoes vizuri tu hapo tu juu, hapo ndio nutrients nyingi ziko. So when you're peeling, make sure you're peeling vizuri, usitoe hadi na juu yote, unapata unakula almost a 3/4 of your waru. So hapo tu juu, just below the skin layer, hapo ndio the nutrients za waru ziko. And the other one is most vegetables don't have to be stored in a fridge, all right, but should be kept in dark and dry places. You'll find so many people wanaekanga hizi all these vegetables in a fridge. It's okay, but see must. Imagine see must. It's not necessary. So just make sure, for the fridge. I remember tukiwa dogo tulikuwa tunapenda kufungua, alafu ukifunga utakuona hiyo light kijizima. So when ukishafunga fridge, of course definitely inakonga imejifunga yako ka light. So yeah, it's dark, but is it really dry? I don't think so, but see must uziweke kwa fridge. Just make sure if you don't have an access to a fridge, weka tu mahali kuna it's just dry and dark, you're good to go. So don't feel the pressure that you as a consumer or you as someone who is a farmer na unataka kupeleka vegetables zako kwa market, una fridge, usitense. Si must, si necessary, uziweke kwa fridge. Just make sure where you're placing them or where you're storing them, it's just dark and dry. All right, good. And the green, yellow, orange vegetables, the green, yellow, orange vegetables are rich source of vitamin B, uh, a rich source of vitamin B complex, vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin K, calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, and yeah. So the green, yellow vegetables, meshaziona, some of them are rich source of vitamin B complex, C, A, K, calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron. All those are very, very important in the body, particularly this time of COVID-19 when you have the virus around. Remember, it's inaenda tu iki mutate. Right now we're in the third wave in the country, and so you need all this in your body. The vitamin B, C, K, A, calcium, magnesium, iron, potassium. It's very, very important. And that's one benefit of the green, yellow, oranges. Right? So wewe kama ni mtu wa machungwa, cheza na hizo machungwa, or just have a lot of the green, yellow, oranges. Right? And some vegetables too. Some vegetables have a rich source of vitamin B, C, and all other vitamins. And we also have fruits and vegetables are nutritious no matter their variant. Fruits and vegetables, doesn't matter kama ni chungu, kali, ni tamu, all of them have or are nutritious or have nutrients. Kama ile ndimu ni kali, kama, it doesn't matter. kama ni ndogo, kama ni kubwa, all of them are very very nutritious. So that's one strong benefit of actually the fruits and vegetables. And also, fruits and vegetables have a lot of water, a lot of fiber. Sorry, fiber is very key, especially when you've taken food and you need to actually excrete. So for those probably wanasa wengi kukunywa maji, there are people who just don't like taking water just like that. They can't just take water. So make sure you take a banana. It's very important. It's very rich in fiber and it will help you, especially when it comes to excreting. Hautakuwa na shida. So if you're those people that don't take water, fruits, especially bananas, are very very helpful. So kama uko hapo nje unasema mimi siwezi kunywa maji, especially kama nimekula siwezi kunywa maji, now you don't have to worry that much. Just take a banana, lots of bananas, just equate them to the water that you're supposed to be having in the body, or you're supposed to actually take in a day. At least kula 3 or 4 bananas a day if you're not taking water. And has a lot rich in fiber. Banana is very rich in fiber. Utakuwa sawa ukikuja excrete, you'll not have problems and you'll be good to go. But at the same time, just try as much as possible to take water. It's very very helpful in your body. But ikikushinda ama ikiwezekana, just take fruits or vegetables, and especially the banana. And some fruits and vegetable contain toxins. All right? Yes. And the other one, we go to apples. Apples give an average human. We talked about the energy. Tuliongelea watu wa hangover, tuliongelea wase wananga saika asubuhi, people who need to defrost in the morning, take a lot of time to, that get the groove going in the morning. You don't really need to have coffee. Some people are addicted to coffee. So if you want to reduce the addiction, you can start now trying apples. Apples are very helpful in your body. All right? So actually they have more energy than coffee. So if you're addicted, ama unasemanga I can't work without coffee, try apples and you tell me if it's actually working. But that's a fact. Apples have more energy than coffee, or will give you more energy than coffee. So if you're someone who needs to defrost in the morning, you need to get your energy, and you always rely on coffee, you know what to do now. Kama umeona ni coffee itanishinda, itanilemea, napata energy the whole day alafu nakosa usingizi jioni, get to eat some apples to help you get that energy that you are always looking for. And tomatoes are botanically fruits because they have seeds. Yeah, that's why they are called. Actually, they help. All right. So if you didn't know, this is part of the facts that you're talking about, but it's part of the benefits because they have that botanical botanically fruit. They are botanically fruits because of the seeds that they contain in the seeds that are contained in the tomatoes. And the skins of most fruits and vegetables are the most nutritious, and so they are better than the actual fruits. There are so many people wale ambao wanatupa maganda ya the fruits and the vegetables, but now you know that the skins, either the fruit or the vegetables, we see some people who when they buy apples, they peel the skin. Now you know any skin of any fruit or most fruits, they are very very important. Even the orange, yes, it's very very important. So hata hiyo maganda ya oranges usiende kupatia the animals that you have, that you are rearing around, usiwapatie yote. You can actually take some of it, it will help you. They are very nutritious. Hata for the vegetables that you have, usitoe maganda yote. It's very very nutritious. So just get to know that it's very nutritious, and it's actually nutritious than the fruit itself. The fruit mostly itakupatia utamu, and it's very very sweet. But if you're looking for nutrition to a maximum, you can just have the skin. So zoea kutotoa maganda yote. Najua zingine ni chungu, but for nutrition, you just goes a long way. if you want to get the nutrients that are contained in the fruits, just go for the skins. That's why we talked about potatoes, the biggest chunk of nutrients equal just below the skin layer. Okay, and so those are some of the benefits that are there for the fruits and vegetable. Those are just some of them. And the last one, you're talking about orange peels are healthy because they contain a lot of fiber. Again, for those who have a problem in taking water and actually drinking a lot of water and have constipation problems, now this one is for you. Kama banana imekushinda ama utake kula bananas, you can have orange peels, either or. Right? If you're having constipation problems, it comes to excreting, fiber is very important when it actually lowers the risk of you getting constipation. So kama uko na hiyo shida ya constipation ama it's frequent and you don't like taking water, just have orange peels or just bananas. Very rich in fiber. And so we go to the challenges that fruits and vegetable farmers do go through. And one, there are several of them. One, lack of experience. You've never done fruits and vegetables. You only do other types of agribusiness. You're into dairy farming. When our nyama too, pig. You're doing pig farming. You've done poultry farming. All this, so you don't have experience of actually having fruits and vegetables because they need to be fresh for them to be sold. For them to get a market, they need to be fresh. So one is lack of experience. Watu hawana hata kidogo. And so that's a challenge, and that's a gap already. Lack of experience. And so if you know you don't have experience, it's good to ask for knowledge. All these challenges, ziko na solutions. So just come to a farmer, just ask us which are the best, which are the best seedlings, soil type, hujui. Probably it's your first time being a farmer. You have nothing, you have no experience into farming. And so if you just get into farming of fresh fruits and vegetable farming just like that, you'll have quite a big chunk of challenges when you just go just like that without knowledge. You'll experience a lot of challenges in terms of your growth and all that. And so lack of experience is one challenge that farmers, especially for fresh fruits and vegetables, go through. And the second one is land tenure security. Watu shida za land tenure security are going through, and we'll just go through before we get to the next break. Talk about financial constraints, especially during this time of COVID-19. The economy is hit hard, and so there's a lot of financial constraints. Talking about high interest rates, also inaccessible credit due to tough conditions that you're talking about, especially right now during the COVID-19 conditions, and expensive for manually irrigated and controlled environment. We talked about urban farming. So those who are doing or practicing urban farming and you are in a controlled environment, you are in a gated community, that is a big constraint for you in terms of pesa kwa mfuko. And remember, the liquid cash haitembei sana. So those are some of the challenges that fresh fruit and vegetable farmers go through. So when we come back, it's about we'll be talking about the business opportunities that are there in fruits and vegetable farming. And remember also, you need to prepare yourself well and adequately for these long rains. And how you'll do that is just by knowing the weather updates, and definitely the most interesting segment of the pan of the day. All that after this short commercial break.
Sectors that we have recently gone into is fruit seedlings. This is avocado. These are seeds that we grow the avocado seedling from seed, and then when it's a little bigger, after 2 months, we'll graft it, and now we'll sell you a grafted avocado. So what you can see here is just avocado seeds, and a bit of them have started shooting. The other plant and seedling that we do is oranges. You can see this orange is about 2.5 years old, and you can see already the fruits are there. And it's a variety that is called Washington Navel. It grows this height. We've put it in a bag because we move around when we go to shows, but otherwise this is a plant that you can grow in your own garden, and it will give you oranges all year round.
Melon is a trailing vine in the gourd family. The word melon can refer to either the plant or specifically to the fruit. Watermelon is a type of melon that is sweet and refreshing fruit. Watermelons can either be grown on home gardens for small-scale farmers or large-scale depending on the market demand. You can either transplant or plant watermelon seeds directly. For best performance, plant watermelons in hot, sunny locations with loose, fertile, well-drained soil that is rich in organic matter. It is best to plant watermelons on raised rows and ensure that the soil pH is between 6.0 to 6.8. On average, it takes around 3 months for a watermelon to grow from seed to mature fruit, with smaller varieties having shorter growing times than larger varieties of watermelon. Watermelon growing, if done rationally and on a scalable basis, can be a good source of income.
One of the most important activities on our farms is scouting. Why is it important? Because you get to know what is affecting your crops on a daily basis. Join me, Noah Nasiali Kadima, every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., where we guide you to attain knowledge and grow profits.
Are you a farmer facing challenges in your farm? Pests, diseases, or even unsatisfactory produce? Worry no more. The solution is here. Join us every Tuesday on Diagnostic Tuesday, where we talk about various issues affecting agriculture and interacting with experts with knowledge in different sectors of agriculture to provide you with appropriate solutions, giving hope to farmers to attain better yields, to achieve financial success and development. Our farmers attain knowledge and grow profits.
Yeah, 10 minutes past 4 p.m. right here on A Farmers Media. This is the Farm Drive Show with me, Conrad Kibe. Definitely, this is the home where we tell the story of an African farmer directly. And for those who want to prepare themselves adequately during these long rains, this is how the weather will look tomorrow. For those in Nairobi, mvua bado itaendelea kama tu ya leo, and the degrees will be, or the temperature, sorry, will be 19 degrees Celsius as low as 19. And for those in Mombasa, bado kutakuwa na jua kesho with a low of 27 degrees. And for those in Las Vegas or Nakuru, kutakuwa cloudy kidogo kesho na kamvua kadogo tu with the lows of 17 degrees Celsius. For those in Eldoret, Kisumu, Thika, bado kutakuwa na mvua kama ya leo. I believe also yesterday we talked about today the three towns experiencing heavy rainfall, and the degrees are 18, 21, 19, 18, 21, and 19 degrees Celsius respectively. And also for people in Kitale, kesho bado kutakuwa na mvua bigi sana with temperatures zikichezea 18 degrees Celsius. And also watu wa Catchment tulisema bado kutanyesha pia kesho, ni vile vile no change with heavy rainfall with lows of as low as 18 degrees Celsius. Tuingie wapi? Tuingie watu wa Mumias, pia kesho kutakuwa na mvua kubwa sana with as low as 19 degrees Celsius. Tuingie watu wa upande wa, we go all the way to watu wa Nanyuki na Bees, kesho kutakuwa na mvua kubwa sana watu wa Laikipia County with temperatures being as low as 16 degrees also. Watu wa Kericho pia kesho kutakuwa na mvua with the lows of 16 degrees Celsius. Tuingie watu wa Machakos pia, kama vile kumenyesha leo, kesho pia kutakuwa na mvua na itakuwa kubwa sana. Tomorrow will be heavy downpour with 18 degrees Celsius being the low temperatures or the lowest temperature. And tuingie watu wa wapi? Watu wa Athi River kesho pia kutakuwa na mvua na itakuwa temperatures of 20 degrees Celsius. And the last one we can do is Namanga, kesho kutakuwa tu na jua as yesterday with low of 21 degrees. And tuchukue one more, Kajiado, kama vile kunanyesha hadi saa hii, kesho pia kutakuwa na mvua with as low as 19 degrees Celsius as temperature. So just be advised accordingly. Kama wewe ni wa kwenda kazini, kama wewe ni farmer, now you know how the weather will be looking as tomorrow. And today we are discussing a very, very good topic, talking about something that is giving other agribusinesses farmers a run for their money. But we get into the interesting segment of the show, and today we are having the part of the show, if my director can just put it up on the screen. And we're talking about, what do you call a vet or a veterinary who treats calves, watoto wa ng'ombe, skin? What do you call a vet who treats calves skin? Definitely we call him or her a dermatologist. That is the pan of the day for today. And definitely ndama, kama imeelewa, this, it's not good to explain a joke, but I hope is if your sense of humor is up above, ushaelewa hiyo. So what do we call a vet who treats calves skin? Is called, or he is called, a dermatologist, right? Yes, if you didn't know, now you know. So we get into business opportunities in fruits and vegetable farming, and one, definitely it's a great source of food. Hiyo nayo without a doubt, fruits and vegetables is a great source of food. And it's fed both humans and animals. When you're talking about the vegetables, zile cabbage unapata kidogo unapatia sungura ama unapatia mnyama mwingine ambaye umefuga huko nyumbani. And so they are very, very high nutritious and can serve as emergency meals. Kuna wengine wasikia wanasema lunchtime they only have fruits. It's a meal by itself. In situation, it serves as an emergency meal in situations where cooking certain meals may take long to complete. Utaenda mahali unasikia, have some fruits before we get to the main course, or have some vegetables kidogo tu ama kasaladi kidogo kingoja chakula kiive. And some commonly consumed fruits include, one, apples, oranges, mangoes, strawberries, avocados, tomatoes, watermelons, and pawpaws. Right? So those are some of the mostly or commonly consumed fruits in the world, I believe. And the second one, or the second benefit or market or opportunities that we have, business opportunities, is consumer goods. Here we are talking about apart from just it being as a source of food for so many people, that is the humans and also the animals, fruits and vegetables are also used in the production of consumer goods like hair dye. Watu wa kudai nywele, like dyeing the hair. Some of them utaona zina contain, kuna wengine wanafanya ya kinyumbani, wanapaka avocado kwa nywele, wanapaka avocado kwa uso. In the farm drive we talk about whatever floats your boat, just do it. So we are talking about consumer goods like hair dye, olive oil, jam, foot rub and metal polish, wale ambao wanatumia hizo vitu zote. So you can do this for consumer goods or for human consumption. It all depends with you, wewe ndio utaamua. So those are some of the benefits or business opportunities. For human consumption, unaweza amua you take to the market. Home consumption, utengeneze place ya pudding, instead ya kupeleka fruit zikiwa hivyo, you can decide to do juice, ufungue place utengeneze juice, ama upeleke zikuwe zinauzwa as fruits. You can decide to do place ya pudding, all what you want, as long as it's for human consumption, source of food, it's okay. Unaweza uzia hoteli, shule, because most school will have maybe a banana or an orange, ya ile tu ya kutoa machozi, at least you're seeing something that is not githeri. It's okay, you're good to go. All right, so you can have you can just base your plan or your business plan as one, source of food for human beings, or for consumer goods like we've talked about hair dyes, olive oils, all those, zile ambazo watu wanatumia si za kulika bali za kujipaka. All right, so those are some of the business opportunities that you can get from the fruits and vegetables that we have around. And so I think that's all you need to know about the fruits and vegetable farming. Remember, we've talked about it being fresh. People want to consume this kind of fruits and vegetables when they are fresh. So just prepare yourself adequately to have them when they are very, very fresh. Just get to know your target audience, whether kama umetarget watu ambao wanatumia whether you've targeted people around you, the whole nation, ama ni kijiji yenyu tu, ama umetarget your fruits and vegetables will be exported, well and good. Just make sure you prepare yourself adequately. And I will always insist on the two values, that is patience and intentionality. All that will grow to consistency and all other values that are needed when it comes to farming. You need to be patient because of the time that is taken to come from the planting to the harvest, and also to take the market. But also, if you have any problem or any questions regarding to seedlings, regarding to the soil type, you want to test your soil, you want to know what to grow, whether the vegetables, especially during these times of COVID, I will always say you need vegetables and fruits very, very, very much. So if you're there seated at home and you don't know what to decide on, you don't know if to do fruits or any agribusiness, umetry kusikiza zote, umetry kuresearch zote, but you have not researched probably on fruits and vegetables. Now I've triggered you to do that. Do some more research, talk to agronomists, and you know who to go to. Just come here to A Farmers. You can DM us on our Facebook page. You can call the number that is running on your screen, and will be of great assistance. When you call that number, someone will be there to help you on the other side of the line, and you'll get your assistant. We say don't worry about the proximity or the logistics. We can work with all that. Tunasema hakuna mkate ngumu mbele ya chai. So nadhani uko mahali that you are outside the 5 red zones, you're outside the country, we can work with those logistics, and tutajua vile tutasaidiana. Remember, our services of high quality and our prices are very, very affordable na ziko sawa. So kama price iko sawa, bei pia iko sawa. Our services of high quality. Remember, at AFAM, it's all about you attaining knowledge and you growing your profits. That's all we are all about. So don't feel shy, don't be afraid to DM us. Just talk to us, tell us your problems, Tell us what you want. Probably you're seeking knowledge, you want to attain knowledge so that you are able to grow your profits. Don't feel shy that it's your first time. Probably wewe ni mzee kidogo, you're in your 30s na hujaifanya ukulima. Don't worry, all ages, as long as you have everything is legal, then you can do it. Shamba ni yako, kila kitu ni yako, we are good to go. If it's testing the soil, getting the seedlings, if now you have already done your research, ile kitu imebaki ni seedlings, just call us, contact us. We will be of great help to you, and definitely you'll have attained your knowledge, and at the end of it all, you will have grown your profits. For those traveling, it's exactly 20 minutes past 4 p.m. for 20. And for those traveling, I will be right back with the traffic update so that tusipate watu wanapata shida ya kulala barabarani ama mvua isikupate, especially during this time when you're having mvua ya rasharasha na ile ambayo ni manyunyu tu ya kuko barabara. And you know that rain, I don't know how scientific it is, the rain comes just with heavy traffic. All that about traffic will be coming with the updates after this short break.
As we quickly progress from agriculture to agribusiness, market is key. Join us every Wednesday as we bring to you Market Watch, a show that covers candid discussions regarding the state of the market. Tune in and let's turn our farms into businesses.
Farmers is the home of Africa Farmers Club, and by extension, African farmers. The whole idea behind Farmers is to transform the image of an African farmer from a producer into an entrepreneur, somebody who actually does not think about how to produce onions, but how much is going to be used to produce onions, and so that way then they can be able to transform their vision, they can be able to look at their farms as businesses, and they can be able to know when to engage with the market. What we have done is that we have developed a hub where farmers bring their information, bring their questions, their challenges, and other farmers are there to come out and help. Facebook has not just been instrumental, Facebook has been a working partner for myself as well. And Facebook has actually transformed the way we relate, an open platform. My background is in tech, and I know you cannot build a platform that can reach out to so many people. Initially, it was just a few farmers in 2 counties, Machakos County and Kajiado counties, but now it has transformed. We have a stronger membership from Nigeria and Zambia than even Kenya itself, you know. And the reason behind this is the messages I get from different farmers across Africa. And then something interesting came to my mind, and I thought about using the camera. Every time I visited farmers, I would be able to post in the community, in the group, in my own profile, and just share the story of the farmer that I visited. And then I asked myself, why wouldn't I get this information, develop it in a way that other people can be able to benefit? If we go for a training, how do we capture that so that those who are not, the farmers who are not able to come for that training can still benefit? And hence the birth of Farmers Media. Our mission as an organization is to help farmers, African farmers, to attain knowledge and grow profits.
I hope you're enjoying this TBT, the Throwback Thursday, right here on Farmers Media. This is the Farm Drive show with me, Conrad Kibe, and we are about to close or wind up the show. And we need to tell you what is happening on the roads. And I know definitely for sure in Machakos, Kajiado, and Nairobi, kumenyesha sana. For those in Kitengela, Athi River, all the sides, Mlolongo, hadi town, kuna mvua ya rasharasha. So we need to be very careful on the roads, and we need to tell you what is happening, because definitely in the 5 red zones curfew ni saa 2 na watu wa other parts of the country hatusikii vibaya hata kidogo, curfew yenu ni saa 4. But anyway, we need to continue with life and move regardless. And so watu wa Mombasa Road, traffic kama kawaida inaanza pale Imara Daima, not looking so good until pale tunafika hadi GM, upande hadi pale Airtel karibu in the, as you get along to the Southern Bypass. Remember Southern Bypass, watu wa Southern Bypass lazima mrudi all the way to Nyayo Stadium kama unataka kupitia njia. So as we continue with Mombasa Road, shida kidogo, there is a moving traffic actually around Capital Center until Nyayo. So mnajua vile panakuanga to and fro town, that stretch from Capital Center all the way to Nyayo Stadium, there is moving traffic pale. Langata Road today, as you come out from KNH pale Kenyatta National Hospital, ushuke hivyo Strathmore until pale T-Mall, all that way is Mbagathi Road, Mbagathi Way, kuna traffic na inapanda juu until Langata Road. As you connect from T-Mall to Langata Road, kidogo inakuwa ni tricky hapo. So make sure if you are using that road or that route, you can actually use either another alternative, ama kama unataka kuwa kwa hiyo traffic, make sure umetoka mapema, because we are almost getting to less than few hours to curfew. And also watu wa Upper Hill kidogo, just behind Kenyatta National Hospital kuna traffic kubwa sana hapo, but I believe it's moving traffic. Watu wa Ngong Road, mulitengenezwa barabara, it's smooth, and so everything is running very very well. Watu wa Ngong Road, twende unyo kwa unyo hadi wapi, hadi people heading to watu wa Lavington, Kileleshwa, mambo yenyu iko shwari kabisa. And we go pale Ngara, as always pale karibu na Globe, traffic is packed pale, panakaa ni kama parking lot. Tukiongelea mambo za parking lot, twende hadi Parklands pale. On your way to after Parklands doesn't look quite really well. Na watu wa Yakiwe, watu wa Westlands, traffic inaanza pale tu ukipita sides just after ABC building, hapo ndio traffic inaanza. So make sure you are advised accordingly. You've used alternative roads if you can, and tufike mapema na tufike safely. It's all about the safety that we need on the roads. And as always, it's a bit challenging to actually just get home before 8, but there's nothing we can do. We just need to plan ourselves accordingly, and we get home with this COVID, with the rains that we're having, because your bosses and the people that you work with, or you are self-employed, wherever you are, you need to get to work or to the office tomorrow. And definitely also me, I need you right here at 3 p.m. tomorrow. So make sure you take care of yourselves. Remember the 3 things that MOH keep on telling us is wearing your mask properly, sanitizing when necessary, and definitely keeping your social distance as much as you can. And the Ministry of Health will be giving the updates in maybe in an hour's time. But if you miss the updates, remember you can get or catch the updates tomorrow right here at 8 a.m. during the breakfast show with Lillian Thomas. She'll be giving you all that and much more. But for me here, it's a wrap. Kama moy. Okay, I'm just joking. Anyway, it's a wrap, and let's meet here tomorrow on Friday as we wrap up the week and get the mood or the groove for the weekend going. But definitely I will be needing you right here at 3 p.m. as we have the drive show tomorrow. And thank you so much for being part of this conversation. Thank you so much to my directors Dennis and Sarah. You are amazing people, amazing human beings, and we do this tomorrow. Asante sana, and God bless you, inshallah.